Before Atlanta had trap stars, before No Limit ran the South, there was a moment, a flashpoint, when one man drew a line in the Georgia clay. That man was Pastor Troy, a preacher's son from Augusta, who declared war on Master P's whole empire with one record. But behind the bass lines and disc bars was something more dangerous, a night in Nashville when it could have all ended in blood. This is the real story behind No Mo playing GA, the Master P disc, the No Limit standoff, and the night Pastor Troy walked away from war, a different man. In the late 1990s, Master P's No Limit Records was untouchable. Camouflage album covers, movie soundtracks, tank jewelry, they weren't just a label, they were an army. But not everyone was saluted. In Georgia, Pastor Troy was bubbling, a street preacher with a mic and a mission to bring real heat back to the South. And in 1999, he dropped a record that would flip the whole power dynamic. No Mo playing GA. The beat, aggressive. The hook, pure war cry. But the bars, they were aimed directly at Master P. It wasn't just music, it was a warning. Pastor Troy was calling out No Limit, daring them to cross state lines. But here's the thing, it wasn't personal, not at first. Pastor Troy had never met Master P. This was about the South's identity and reclaiming it. But then the music got real. Pastor Troy gets invited to a major music conference in Nashville, an event called Impact, something like Jack the Rapper. Major acts everywhere, Missy, Busta Rhymes, the whole industry. Troy shows up with $10,000 in his pocket, courtesy of Hindu Records, and a pit bull named Lil Peep by his side, literally and figuratively. Now here's where it gets real. Troy's guy Lil Peep is strapped, but the security at the door knows them. No guns inside, cool? Pete walks back to the car, stashes the weapon, but Pastor Troy makes it clear, don't let anybody in here with the gun. Security says, ain't nobody getting through my door. That was the deal, until it wasn't. The show starts, Pastor Troy is on stage, not even performing yet, just vibing, dapping folks up, crowd hype. Then the crowd starts shifting, tensions in the air. You ever feel the energy leave the room? That's what's happened. Pastor Troy turns around and No Limits on the stage, deep, hoodies on, hands in pockets, surrounding him like sharks. In that moment, Pastor Troy knew something was off. The same security that disarmed him led a crew through the door. Guns? Probably. Intent? Unknown. And Pastor Troy, trapped on stage, alone, no strap, no exit. Then a break. One of the dudes from the congregation makes a move, jumps off stage, the No Limit crew give chase, thinking it's Pastor Troy. See, this was early. Nobody really knew what Pastor Troy looked like yet. No flyers, no Instagram, no YouTube, and that anonymity is what saved his life. Pastor Troy ducks the other way, slips out the club. That was it. No shots fired, no brawl, but the message delivered loud and clear. Pastor Troy walked out that building a different man. He could have died, or worse, he could have killed somebody and lost everything before his career even started. Instead, he lived and learned and spent the next 20 years moving like a general, smart, calculated, untouchable. That night in Nashville wasn't the end of the beef, but it was the beginning of wisdom. Later on, Pastor Troy would even reach out to see Murder, showing love, showing growth. And looking back, he sees the karma, the irony, and the lesson. Because when you're ready for war, you better be ready for peace too.